Here is the most important part, guys. I would like to be considered for an advance of up to $10,000. That is your $10,000 that you can get right now wired into your bank account. So what we're gonna do here is literally click this, put your bank account information, and the money can be wired to you as soon as 3 days. What would $10,000 wired into your bank account right now do for you and your business? Well, if you're a real estate investor, landlord, realtor, entrepreneur in any type of business in the United States of America right now, you are eligible, and you could be eligible for a free $10,000 grant from this SBA. Now, this isn't a lie. This isn't some crazy like joke I'm playing on you. Right now, with the CARES Act, which is the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Securities Act, they specifically set aside $10 billion for small businesses to get $10,000 grants. Now, if you do the math, which I did, that means there's only 1 million businesses that could actually get this. Now, there's around 30 to 40 million registered companies and businesses out there that could be in the whole umbrella of this. So there's only 1 million. And specifically, if you read into the bill, which I don't recommend, it's hundreds of pages, there's only going to be a certain amount of people that can get this. Now, you're going to apply for it. It's not like a scholarship where they choose the best ones. The cool part about this is it's a first come serve basis. So you need to apply for this as soon as possible. Now, it doesn't matter if you make $5,000 or if you make $10 million. You need to apply for this so you can get the $10,000 wired into your bank account as soon as possible to put into marketing and turn that $10,000 into way more money. Now, I know what you might have to say here is that I ain't taking nothing from the government. And true, a lot of aspects of the government drive me crazy. You know, government isn't my favorite people to play with, especially when it comes to this, but we're going to use the government to our advantage here. You know, they're giving grants out to small businesses because they're shutting down the economy. If it was up to me, I'd still be going to appointments right now and getting deals, but the government has literally shut everything down. So at least I'll just take the money, why they want to give it to me, and help me with my business. I mean, $10,000, I could use that into marketing, cold callers, everything like that. I can turn that $10,000 into $100,000 easily. So I'm going to take the money. You know, you guys should too. $10,000 could really help your business out, especially if you want to pay your employees, make them happier. So don't be selfish and say, I'm not taking the $10,000. I'm taking no government handouts. If you could use that $10,000, give it to your employees to really help them during this dire time, you guys really should be able to do this. Now, specifically with this might seem very confusing. I'm going to break everything down. I'm actually going to apply with you to show you how to do everything correctly so you have the highest chance of getting the $10,000. Now, I have to disclose, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm just some real estate investor in Florida. So don't take what I say as legal advice or anything like that. I'm just trying to help you out the best way I can. And this is all for entertainment purposes and informative purposes. So please don't sue me. Don't sue me, please. Now, specifically with these $10,000 grants, this is what you're really doing. You're applying for a $2 million loan, up to $2 million from the Small Business Administration. And what they're going to do is either they're going to say, okay, we want to give you a loan, and you can either choose to say yes or no to that, which that's a different story. I don't recommend getting debt right now, especially in this market. But the cool part, the caveat of this is you can actually click a button, which I'll show you here, is you can get a $10,000 grant you could ask for when you're applying for this loan. Now, most of you guys are just going to get denied on the loan, which even if they're probably going to say yes to me on the loan, I'm going to say, no, I don't want it. But they said, well, you still want the $10,000. I'll take that wired in my bank account. So really you're applying for a small business disaster loan. They're also putting the application, the $10,000 grant in there. Now, this grant there are some stipulations with it, and I really want to break this down so you can understand this. But remember, we got to do this as soon as possible. So when you need to like 2x this video and just go and apply as soon as possible, it has to be when you're watching this video. So the caveat on this $10,000 is no, you can't take the $10,000 and go blow it on the stock market and really go to the clubs and have a good time with it and go to the bars with that $10,000. the $10,000 technically is a loan that is 100% forgivable. What do I mean by this? This means if the government gives me this $10,000, if I use it for qualifying reasons, then I don't have to pay it back. So if I get this $10,000, and let's say I'm the only guy in my corporation, if I just W-2'd myself $10,000 extra dollars as a bonus, I have to pay Social Security taxes and everything like that, of course. Then I use that $10,000, I pay the 15.3% on it, that 85%-ish. I can go blow it on the clubs, go crazy on the stock market, do fun stuff like that, which is good because that's actually payroll for myself. Now, if I took the 10 grand and went crazy on it, you have to use these certain stipulations. So you can either use it for marketing, payroll, which is very vague, loan, debts, marketing, things like that. You don't have to pay the loan back. Now, obviously, they're not going to find out if you how you spend the $10,000 unless they audit you, and then they'll say, hey, you got to get us $10,000 back. You spent that on a mattress and your cool whip. So guys, make sure you use it for most likely payroll and other expenses. I know I'll be using the $10,000 for my marketing just to get more money and turn that $10,000 into $100,000 and make some great money in this crazy market. So let's actually go to the website here. The link, guys, is down below here. I'm putting the links everywhere. I'm throwing the links everywhere in this video so you guys can apply and get the $10,000. Okay, guys, so here's the website. It's on the link that you'll get here. So I got the computer right here. So I'm going to go over everything here with you. So let's pop everything up here. So this is the U.S. Small Business Administration. And if you go here, so this is the coronavirus COVID-19 small business guidance and loan resources. So if you see this yellow thing right here, apply for economic injury disaster loan, you're going to click there. It'll be popped up here. Now, in the coming days, this thing is going to be loaded. Like, you're not going to be able to apply for this thing because it's going to be literally insane. So that's why I'm saying first come, first serve. It's going to be a little crazier. So this is going to be just way more bogged down. It's going to take a long time. But so let's read here. So the process requirements, SBA is collecting the request information to make a loan under SBA's economic injury disaster program. So if you look here, make sure you read everything very specifically. I'm not a lawyer again. So the estimated time for this application is 2 hours and 10 minutes. I'm going to apply with you here. I've actually applied before. So this is just for educational. I'm going to put in random information so you don't see what I actually put in because I already applied for it. So read that very specifically. Make sure that you do everything legally that you can. And please don't lie on this. Tell the truth. You have to be truthful for this. So eligible entity verification. So let's pop here. So if your applicant is a business with not more than 500 employees, so if you're a C corporation or an S corporation with less than 500 W-2 employees, then click there. If you don't know what a S corp or a C corp is, then you're going to apply on the second one, which is applicant is an individual who operates under a sole proprietorship with or without employees or is an independent contractor. So if you're a realtor or if you have an LLC, I would say you do that one. So if you have any questions, please talk to an accountant or tax law guy. That's not me, but so we have C corporations, we have other S corporations. So if you're a corporation, do the top one. If you do it, do the second one here. And this other one is, please read it. If this is what you are, just check it out. Now, you're gonna probably check all of this. So please read it specifically, but right now, I'm not engaged in illegal activity. No principal applicant with a 50% greater ownership, like 60 days delinquent in child support obligations. If this is you, you're out of luck here. Applicant is not agricultural enterprise, which is not me. No, and no, unless you're a lobbyist. So we're going to press continue. So we're going to put our business information right here. So it's just going to pop up. Flip with Rick Inc. And then we're going to just put flip with Rick. EIN. So you can put your EIN in there or the social for the sole. So if it's a sole proprietorship or an LLC, something like that, just put your social in there. If you're a corporation, put your EIN. So make sure if it's an EIN, you do the dashes. dash, I'm just putting a random one in there. If that's yours, I'm sorry. Organization type, just remember if you're LLC, sole proprietorship, if you have any more questions about that. So if you're basically just wholesaling yourself and you don't have a company or LLC like that, that's who you are. So if I'm an S Corp, I'll put S Corp, C Corp. So if I'm a realtor, most likely if I don't have an LLC, I'll just click that one. But for the sake with me, I specifically have a C Corp. So we're just gonna put C. Is the applicant a nonprofit organization? No, not a franchise. Gross revenues, let's just put $1 million in there. Thanks. Cost of goods sold. So cost of goods sold, please look at your IRS forms. Cost of goods sold is specifically on there for the 2019 1120. If you got that, if you're sole proprietorship, just put your cost of goods sold there. Let's just say it's 100 grand. Now, if you got rental properties, please put the lost rents you had due to this disaster. Currently, now it has to be rental properties. So specifically, if you have no rental properties, don't put that in there. If you lost business and it wasn't from a rental property, like they're losing money from the wholesaling, don't put it in there. So we're gonna leave this blank here. I do not have a faith-based entity. Compensation from sources received from results of disaster. So if you have insurance, things like that from it, put it in there. Let's see here, nothing from the rest. Primary business address. So I'm gonna put 222 Main Street. Let's just put Miami, Florida, 111. Phone number there, 111. And we're gonna put the email. So support flipwithrick.com, and the entity was established. Just putting a random addresses in here. So specifically not me, and then it should equal that one. I put 1911, just put 1990. Business activity. So this could change. So most likely we're all real estate, unless you're another entrepreneur. Then put what you're in here if you're marketing, stuff like that. Put real estate. So it's going to ask for the detailed business activity. Very important here. Tell the truth, guys. If you're in property management, you're a realtor, put realty. If you're a real estate developer, put your real estate developer. I'm actually none of this, so I'm none of the below. Real estate investor. So number of employees, put the number of employees you have into there. Let's just put 2. So the individual owners or agents, that's me. So back in, put 111, put owner, 100%. Support at Flip with Rick. My social, which is fake. I should know that. So we're gonna put my birth date, which would be 09/15/1999. Place of birth, West Palm Beach, Florida. Say I'm a citizen. Put my street address, which is 1 Main Street. Florida. Also, forgot that. So is your business owned by a business entity? 99% of the time, it is no. Next. So obviously, fill this information out very specifically. So in the past year, has the business or listed owner been convicted of a criminal offense committed during and in connection with a riot or civil disorder or other declared disaster, or ever been engaged in the production or distribution of any product or service that has been determined to be obscene by a court or competent jurisdiction? For me, it's a no. Is the applicant or any listed owner currently suspended or debarred from contracting with the federal government or receiving federal grants or loans? For me, that is a no. Then lastly, have I been arrested in the past 6 months? Formal criminal charges? Nope. Anyone assisting you? Put no there unless someone is assisting you, but I'm not assisting you. Please don't put my name on here. I don't want to get a call from anyone in the government about this. So here is the most important part, guys. I would like to be considered for an advance of up to $10,000. That is your $10,000 that you can get right now wired into your bank account. So what you're gonna do here is literally click this, put your bank account information, and the money can be wired to you as soon as 3 days. So this is exciting. So you're gonna click that, make sure you click it because then you're not gonna get the 10,000 bucks. Put in your bank account information. So if it's, Bank of America, now when it comes to account number and routing number, you're going to quadruple check that these numbers are correct. So 333, I'm gonna make sure that's good. Put routing number 33, blah, blah, blah. Put that, make sure. And then we're gonna quadruple check that, make sure this information is correct. We're gonna read this very carefully, which I've already read it, so I hereby do that. Click next. We're gonna make sure this information is correct. You're gonna say, you are not a robot. Make sure you look at this information 3 times, and then you're gonna click here, submit. So when you click submit, it's gonna actually pop up this information. So this is gonna be the form that you're gonna get, disaster loan assistance. You're gonna get your application number. So that's my application number, my information there, which is, obviously I put that out there so you don't see what it was. But so that's what I'm doing to really get the $10,000. Now, guys, this isn't a bailout or anything like that. This is $10,000 the government is just going to give away. Why don't they just give it to you for free? This isn't welfare. This isn't anything like that. This is just a grant they're giving to small businesses to help boost spending in the economy. And trust me, if you give me $10,000, I'm going to boost that spending in marketing. So guys, leave a comment below if you have any questions. I want to help you out, but you guys need to do this as soon as possible to get this grant because someone else is going to apply. Maybe a realtor or someone that you don't like, your competitor is going to get an extra $10,000 in marketing that they're going to outspend you on. So guys, fill this out, do the information, and then comment below done when you submit it.